Picture this. You're about to discover a West African nation where the women possess such striking beauty and grace that visitors often find themselves momentarily frozen in amazement. But that extraordinary sight is just the beginning of what makes this country absolutely unforgettable. Welcome to Burkina Faso, a land that will challenge everything you thought you knew about West Africa. The land of the upright people. Burkina Faso means land of the upright people, and this name alone tells you something powerful about the character of this nation. Located in the heart of West Africa, this country earned its name in 1984, replacing the colonial designation of Upper Volta. The name reflects the dignity and integrity that defines the Burkinabe people. Throughout West Africa, Burkina Faso is known as a cultural powerhouse, a place where traditions run deep and authenticity remains untouched by excessive commercialization. But there's something about this country that goes far beyond its name, something that makes it stand out among all African nations. And what you're about to learn will completely reshape your understanding of this remarkable place. Where exactly is this hidden gem? Burkina Faso sits in the Sahel region of West Africa, perfectly positioned as a crossroads of cultures and landscapes. The country shares borders with 6 nations. To the north lies Mali, stretching across approximately 1,000 kilometers of frontier. To the east, you'll find Niger, sharing about 628 kilometers of border. Then there's Benin to the southeast, with roughly 306 kilometers of shared boundary. Togo sits to the south for about 126 kilometers, followed by Ghana with approximately 549 kilometers of border, and finally Ivory Coast to the southwest with around 584 kilometers of frontier. This central location has made Burkina Faso a melting pot of West African influences, where different ethnic groups, trading routes, and cultural practices have intersected for centuries. The country covers approximately 274 to 200 square kilometers, making it slightly larger than the United Kingdom, or roughly the size of Colorado. But here's what most people don't realize about this landlocked nation. Its position has created something unexpected, something that has shaped not just its geography, but the very soul of its people. The landscape that defies expectations. When you think of West Africa, you might picture dense jungles or endless deserts. Burkina Faso offers neither, yet delivers something far more captivating. The country sits on a vast plateau, with elevations ranging from 200 to 749 meters above sea level. The highest point, Tena Kourou, reaches just 749 meters. But don't let these modest numbers fool you. The landscape here possesses a stark, powerful beauty that photographs can barely capture. During the rainy season from May to September, the savanna transforms into a tapestry of greens and golds that seems to stretch forever. The dry season brings a different kind of magic, when the harmattan winds from the Sahara paint everything in warm, dusty tones that make sunsets look like they're happening inside a golden dream. 3 major rivers flow through the country. The Black Volta, the White Volta, and the Red Volta rivers create life-giving arteries across this sun-baked land. But there's something about the way Burkinabe people interact with this challenging landscape that reveals a profound truth about human resilience. And that truth becomes crystal clear when you witness their daily lives. The capital that pulses with energy, Wagadugu, affectionately called Ouaga by locals, serves as the nation's capital and largest city, with over 2.5 million residents in its metropolitan area. This isn't your typical African capital trying to mimic European cities. Wagadugu remains authentically African, with bustling markets that explode with color, sound, and the irresistible aroma of street food. The Grand Market in the city center operates as the beating heart of commerce, where you can find everything from traditional textiles to modern electronics. But what makes Wagadugu truly special isn't its markets or its size. Every 2 years, this city transforms into the epicenter of African cinema during FESPACO, the Pan-African Film and Television Festival of Wagadugu. This event, which started in 1969, has become the most prestigious film festival on the African continent, drawing filmmakers, actors, and cinema lovers from across the globe. The energy during FESPACO is electric, as the entire city becomes an open-air celebration of African storytelling and creativity. Yet there's another city in Burkina Faso that offers something completely different, something that will surprise you. The second city with a secret. Bobo Dioulasso, the country's second largest city with about 900,000 people, sits in the southwest and offers a completely different vibe from the capital. Here, the old colonial architecture blends with traditional Sudanese-style buildings to create streetscapes that feel frozen in time. The Grand Mosque of Bobo Dioulasso, built in the late 1800s using banco, a mixture of mud and straw, stands as one of West Africa's most photographed buildings. Its distinctive Sudanese architectural style, with wooden beams protruding from the walls, creates a silhouette that's instantly recognizable. But the real treasure of Bobo Dioulasso lies in its music scene. This city pulses with traditional rhythms and modern beats, serving as the birthplace of many of Burkina Faso's most celebrated musicians. The city's neighborhoods come alive at night with the sounds of the balafon, a traditional wooden xylophone that produces hauntingly beautiful melodies. Walking through Bobo Dioulasso at dusk, you'll understand why music isn't just entertainment here. It's the very language through which the Burkinabe soul expresses itself. And that brings us to something truly extraordinary about this nation. Tilawum, village where art comes alive. Tiebele, a village in the south near the Ghana border, houses the Kassena people, who have developed one of Africa's most distinctive artistic traditions. The women of Tiebele transform their homes into living canvases, covering the walls with intricate geometric patterns using natural pigments. These aren't random designs. Each pattern tells a story, represents a belief, or marks an important life event. The tradition involves applying layers of granite and chalk mixed with water to create a smooth surface, then painting symbols using natural dyes made from rocks, plants, and tree bark. The colors, primarily earth tones with accents of white, black, and red, create visual symphonies that have attracted photographers and artists from around the world. What's truly remarkable is that this isn't done for tourists. The women of Tiebele have maintained this tradition for centuries, decorating their homes as an expression of cultural pride and spiritual connection. Standing in Tiebele, surrounded by these architectural masterpieces created by women using techniques passed down through countless generations, you begin to understand the depth of artistic sophistication that exists in what outsiders might dismiss as remote villages. And this artistic brilliance extends to something that feeds both body and soul. The cuisine that tells a story. Burkinabe cuisine reflects the country's agricultural heritage and cultural diversity, creating flavors that surprise Western palates in the best possible way. Tuo, a staple food made from millet or sorghum flour, serves as the foundation for countless meals. It's prepared by cooking the flour with water until it reaches a thick, dough-like consistency, then served with rich sauces made from vegetables, peanuts, or okra. Riz gras, which translates to fat rice, is a celebration dish featuring rice cooked in a flavorful tomato sauce with vegetables and meat. The dish gets its name from the generous amount of oil used, creating a rich, satisfying meal that's served at weddings, holidays, and important gatherings. But the real star of Burkinabe cuisine might be poulet bicyclette, or bicycle chicken. This isn't chicken transported by bicycle, though that image is charming. The name refers to free-range chickens that roam freely, resulting in leaner, more muscular, and more flavorful meat than factory-farmed poultry. Grilled poulet bicyclette, served with spicy chili sauce and fresh vegetables, offers a taste experience that will ruin conventional chicken for you forever. Yet there's something else that defines the Burkinabe dining experience beyond the food itself. The social fabric that binds a nation. In Burkina Faso, meals aren't just about eating. They're communal ceremonies that reinforce social bonds and cultural values. The concept of sharing extends far beyond the dinner table. Burkinabe society operates on principles of mutual support and collective responsibility that have largely disappeared in Western cultures. The traditional compound, where extended families live in adjacent structures within a shared courtyard, remains common even in cities. This living arrangement ensures that children grow up surrounded by grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins, creating support networks that provide security and continuity. When you visit a Burkinabe home, you'll experience hospitality that goes beyond politeness. Hosts will offer the best of what they have, even if resources are limited, because welcoming strangers is considered a sacred duty. This generosity of spirit exists despite Burkina Faso being one of the world's poorest nations economically. The apparent contradiction, incredible cultural wealth existing alongside material poverty, reveals something profound about how we measure value and success. And nowhere is this contradiction more visible than in the nation's relationship with a precious resource: the golden backbone of the economy. Gold mining has become increasingly important to Burkina Faso's economy, with the country now ranking as Africa's fourth largest gold producer. Industrial mining operations, operated by international companies, extract significant quantities of gold from deposits scattered across the country. But industrial mining tells only part of the story. Artisanal mining, where individuals and small groups dig for gold using traditional methods, employs hundreds of thousands of Burkinabe people. These artisanal miners work under incredibly challenging conditions, often in makeshift pits lacking proper safety equipment, driven by the hope of finding enough gold to transform their families' fortunes. The town of Kalsaka in the north became synonymous with gold mining after major deposits were discovered there. The influx of miners transformed it from a quiet village into a bustling frontier town almost overnight. Yet despite the gold beneath its soil, Burkina Faso continues to struggle with poverty, illustrating the complex relationship between natural resources and national development. This complexity extends to another valuable crop that shaped the nation's colonial history and continues to influence its present: the white gold that built an economy. Cotton earned Burkina Faso the nickname the White Gold of West Africa. The country ranks among Africa's top cotton producers, with the fluffy white crops covering vast expanses of farmland during growing season. Cotton cultivation employs millions of Burkinabe farmers, making it the backbone of the rural economy. The cotton industry operates through a unique cooperative system where farmers work together, sharing resources and knowledge while maintaining individual plots. This cooperative approach has helped Burkinabe cotton maintain high-quality standards that make it sought after on international markets. During harvest season, the countryside transforms into a sea of white as farmers pick cotton by hand, fill massive bags, and transport them to collection points where the real work begins. Processing facilities gin the cotton, separating fibers from seeds before baling it for export. The entire process creates a rhythm to rural life that has remained largely unchanged for decades. But there's a fascinating fact about Burkina Faso that has nothing to do with gold or cotton, something that makes this nation unique in unexpected ways. 12 fascinating facts that will leave you speechless. First, Burkina Faso produces some of Africa's finest shea butter, with millions of women harvesting shea nuts from wild trees and processing them using traditional methods that create a product superior to anything made in factories. Second, the country has no ocean access, but possesses a surprising abundance of freshwater fish from its rivers and artificial lakes, making fish a dietary staple. Third, traditional Burkinabe wrestling, known as lutte traditionnelle, remains wildly popular, with wrestlers achieving celebrity status and matches drawing massive crowds. Fourth, the country experiences some of the highest temperatures on Earth, with readings sometimes exceeding 45 degrees Celsius during the hot season. Yet people continue their daily activities with remarkable resilience. Fifth, Burkina Faso's national parks, including Arli National Park and W National Park, shelter elephants, lions, leopards, and numerous antelope species, making it an underrated safari destination. Sixth, the baobab tree, which can live for thousands of years, grows throughout the country and holds deep spiritual significance, with some baobabs serving as gathering places for entire communities. Seventh, Burkinabe people are among the most welcoming on Earth, with a tradition of greeting that involves asking about the health and well-being of the other person's entire extended family. Eighth, the country's literacy rate has improved dramatically in recent years, though challenges remain, showing a nation determined to invest in education despite limited resources. Ninth, Burkina Faso has produced world-renowned musicians like Victor Dems and Amadou and Mariam, who have brought Burkinabe rhythms to international stages. 10th, the ruins of Loropeni, ancient stone walls whose original purpose remains mysterious, earned UNESCO World Heritage status, representing the country's only such site. 11th, Burkina Faso's bustling markets operate as social centers where news spreads, friendships form, and the pulse of daily life beats strongest. 12th, and perhaps most remarkably, the women of Burkina Faso possess not just extraordinary physical beauty, but carry themselves with a dignity and grace that reflects centuries of cultural pride and strength. These women balance water jugs on their heads while walking miles to wells, manage households with limited resources while raising children, and maintain traditional crafts while adapting to modern challenges. Their beauty isn't just in their features, but in their resilience, their warmth, and their unbreakable spirit. The spirit that defines a nation. What makes Burkina Faso truly special isn't any single fact or place. It's the combination of challenging geography, rich cultural traditions, economic struggles, and above all, the character of its people. The Burkinabe have taken the name Land of the Upright People seriously, building a society where dignity, community, and mutual support aren't just ideals, but daily practices. In a world that often measures success purely in economic terms, Burkina Faso reminds us that wealth comes in many forms. The country may lack material abundance, but it overflows with cultural richness, artistic brilliance, and human warmth that money cannot buy. Visiting Burkina Faso changes people. Travelers arrive expecting to see poverty and leave having witnessed prosperity of a different kind. They come to observe traditional cultures and discover sophisticated civilizations with complex social structures and profound wisdom. They anticipate encountering friendly locals and instead forge genuine connections that last lifetimes. So now you know, Burkina Faso isn't just another African country you scroll past in your feed. It's a nation that deserves your attention, your respect, and maybe even your visit. From the painted walls of Tiebele to the golden sunsets over Wagadugu, from the rhythmic beats of Bobo Dioulasso to the welcoming smiles in every village. This land of the upright people offers experiences you simply cannot find anywhere else. The women who initially caught your attention represent just one facet of a country that sparkles with countless gems waiting to be discovered. Their beauty mirrors the beauty of the entire nation, a beauty that goes far beyond surface appearances to something deeper, more meaningful, and ultimately more rewarding. Now we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below telling us which city or country you're watching from and what you think about Burkina Faso. Did these facts surprise you? What aspect of Burkinabe culture interests you most? And hey, if you learned something new today, show some love by clicking that hype button right next to the like button. It's completely free and helps our channel grow so we can bring you more incredible content like this. We genuinely appreciate every single one of you who takes that extra second to support us. Thank you so much. Before you go, check out one of the amazing videos we've got suggested on your screen right now. Trust us, they're packed with even more fascinating discoveries about incredible places around our beautiful world. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep that sense of wonder alive.